Alright, this is going to be a quick video about how to do toggle gestures in 3.0. So you can see right here, we have different cubes that we can toggle on and off. These, you could replace those with a sword, gun, whatever item. These are just our representations for those. And then this just allows you to bypass doing the radial method. Or if you go in here, you see there's no expressions, no other wheels or anything. This is purely controlled with the fingers and gestures of the avatar, as if it were 2.0. Alright, so for things first, we're going to go to VRC SDK, Examples 3, Animation, Controllers. Now you're going to find VRC Hands Layer 2. This one right here looks like this in the Animator. Duplicate that, rename it. In our case, we're just going to use Gesture Override. Name doesn't matter. Use whatever you want. This is just one that I think will be easiest. Okay, going to bring that all the way back up to our folder where we have the outro stuff. Mine is going to be over here in Assets. Gesture Override Tutorial is what we're going to be using. All right, so now we got this. We can leave it here for a moment. We're going to go in the avatar. We're going to make a couple animations. In this case, the gestures I'm going to be using to show you are these two cubes. One with a face texture on the left hand and one with just this blue texture on the right. These will represent whatever you want. Maybe you have a gun, a sword, whatever item you're trying to deal with for your gestures. This is what these represent. So we're going to start with going here. You're going to make gestures as you would on pretty much anything you would normally. So for now, we'll just say right hand cube. And we'll make another one, left hand cube. And now you actually want to disable or duplicate these, sorry. Typically, you might want to name them on and off or something of that line because you need two gestures per gesture, if that makes any sense. An on and an off button, basically. So we'll go ahead and make sure all of these are on the avatar. Cool. See, we got all four here. We'll start with left hand cube. Gonna lock this in place, and now that we got that, we're going under left hand. We just enable this for the first frame, duplicate that again. Left hand cube 1. This will be our off animation. And I just turn it off here. Get that. And now we're going to do the exact same thing for the right hand cube. Cube on. And cube 1. Turn it off. Great. And now we're actually going to make one more animation. This isn't necessary, but it's what we'll use just in case you want this type of thing. This will be to turn off both universally. I'll just call this universal clean or clean universal, whatever. Doesn't even need to be spelled right. Go, get that, and we'll turn both off. All right, now you got that. You got all our animations here. We can go ahead and get rid of this controller. It will just get in the way. Hide this. All right, now we go to our animator. We're going to be doing this on both hands, but how you want to do it is up to you. If you just want the animations on one hand, you only put them in this one, in the respective hand. Otherwise, you can go and put them in both if you want it to work on both. So we'll go ahead and do. We'll say point on each hand will go to its respective cube. So we got right hand cube right here. Gonna go point. Just drag that onto there. Left hand point. We'll do the exact same thing right here. All right, and now let's say we want the off for them to be rock and roll. Or, you know what, let's go with handgun. Go and do that for the respective hand. Gun there. And there. Remember, this one at the end, we're just using that to say off. Typically, you actually want to label these on or off just so you don't get confused. That's easy. And now for this last animation we have, we'll put this on both hands under rock and roll. The clean universal. Put here, and we'll put it here. All right, so you all got all those set up. This is actually done. You don't need to worry about that anymore. All we're going to do is go ahead and VRC avatar descriptor. Go over. Yep. We're going to go under playable layers, customize, FX, enable that. Now just take our gesture override, put that on here, and yes, this is the FX layer, not the gesture layer. And now what we can go and do, we can just go and upload it as is. Here we are in the avatar we just did. Now we'll go through on the gestures with left hand. Point right there. Turns on that cube. If we go over, we can turn it off again with the same or with the delegated gesture. Do the same thing on the other hand. See, got blue one. Go away. And now we can enable both. Here is the universal clean. See, if I hit that, both of them go away. Or if we use the off option we installed earlier, we can turn off the cubes individually. Very nice. And that's it. That's all you need to do.